Hey everybody, my name is Russ. That is Lauren. Welcome to our Saturday reaction video. This is one that is very familiar to many people on the earth except for me. I know some Harry Chapin material, obviously the bigger hits and stuff, but I don't know this song. And in a second, we're going to start this because obviously I've never seen this performance because I've never heard the song before. And we'll let the song play through, but I do know, and you didn't set me up for this, but I think I'm right. You told me something about how this song is the story of an accident that occurred somewhere near where you were born. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So stay afterwards for our discussion about the song and that whole situation too.
Thank you. This next song is probably the strangest thing I've ever written. It's a country and western song I wrote for Johnny Cash to sing, but he was too damn busy with his Amoco gas. And I've had to do it myself, but maybe I can get Big John to help me out on this song. You in the mood, Big John? All right. And a little country and western guitar from you, Dougie, is that possible? And can you play any country fiddle on that thing? All right, old country, yeah, I can see what you mean. Steve, you can play some barrel roll piano part, I hope. Okay, well, this is going to be a real clodbuster, I can tell you right now. This song needs your help when we get to the third chorus. Now, John will teach it to you, I'll teach it to you, but I would like a little out of you, okay? You've been getting all this for free, so now you got to do it.
It's worth every penny.
Okay, here's the song. It was just after dark when the truck started down the hill that leads into Scranton, Pennsylvania, carrying 30,000 pounds of bananas. Yes, there were 30,000 pounds
of banana.
That's your part, okay? He was a young driver, just out on his second job, and he was carrying the next day's pasty fruit for everyone in that Coast Guard city where children play without despair. Backyard slack piles and folks manage to read each day just about 30,000 pounds of bananas. Yes, there were 30,000 pounds. Hit it, Big John.
Of banana.
You got it from here on out, okay? Just goes, oh, bananas. You got that? The sign that he should have seen, saying shift the low gear, a $50 fine, my friend. He was thinking perhaps about the one-breath woman who was waiting at that journey's end. Started down the 2-mile drop, the curving road that wound from the top of the hill. He was pushing on through the shortening miles, wound down to the depot, just a few more miles to go. He'd go home and have her ease that long cramped day away in the smell of 30,000 pounds. Your turn. Yes, there were 30,000 pounds. Louder, please. All right.
She does not want to be involved.
Now this is where the song picks up on momentum and excitement. As the city spread its twinkling lights below him, but that made no heed as the shivering thought of the nights. The lights went through him. His foot knows the brakes are slowing down, but the pedal floor he's here without a sound. He said, Christ. It was funny how he had named the only man who could save him now.
I love that line.
He was trapped inside and in a hill slide, riding on his fair hunchback. Was every stopped and he smeared for 400 yards along the hill that leads into Scranton, Pennsylvania. Almost 30,000 pounds. You guessed it, one more time. Sound like the Mormon tubercular choir out there. You see, the man who told me about it on the bus as it went up the hill out of Scranton, Pennsylvania, shrugged his shoulders, shook his head, and he said, and this is exactly what he said as closely as I can reproduce it for you now. He said, and I quote, "It sure must have been something. Just imagine 30,000 pounds of bananas. Yes, there were 30,000 pounds of mashed bananas. Bananas, sing it with us. Bananas, louder.
So my first thought was something like that is that the lyrics are a lot to take in at once, like having literally never heard it before. So later I'm going to look up the lyrics because there was at least one line where you were like, I love that line, but he delivered it so rapid fire and there was enough else going on that I was like, I didn't hear exactly what he said, but what I did hear was fun, you know? So anyways, I mean, without going into like the complete history of the 30,000 pounds of bananas, like what happened?
So it was this is a very accurate representation of what actually happened. It was, I believe in the 1950s, he was a young driver driving a big truck full of bananas down the hill that leads into Scranton, Pennsylvania. And
I've been on that hill.
Yeah. And the truck, something malfunctioned and it couldn't stop. And so he was just like careening into the town. And the story of it goes that he was the only fatality in the accident because of
like trying to make sure that
he didn't hurt anybody else.
Yeah, I've heard. This could not be more off topic, but Macho Man was the same way. Like trying to make sure that he didn't injure anyone else when he was, the only other thing, this is off topic ish, but one thing I was thinking about it as well, because there was something in there in the middle about him talking about how it was reported or the papers or something like that. And it reminded me the song Papa Love Mama by Garth Brooks. That line in the middle where it says the picture in the paper showed the scene real well. Papa's rig was buried in the Welcome Motel. I could get the written name wrong on this, but I think Steve Warner wrote that. And I believe it's Steve, but whomever wrote it, when they were recording the Rope in the Wind record, that's a real thing that happened. And he came in and he put the newspaper on the counter and Garth was like, "What's that?" And he was like, "That's a love song." And Steve Warner wrote the song around the article because that's what happened. Like the thing in the song is what happened.
Yep.
So, but anyways, yeah. So my only thing is I just need to look up the lyrics of this because I know I missed a lot, like with it being the first time I ever heard it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a good complaint to have.
For sure. Like the reason I wanted to bring this is we talk a lot about, showmanship and just kind of captivating an audience on this channel. And I wanted to bring this because I feel like this is also really, really good showmanship, but in a completely different way than we usually watch.
Yeah, no,
here.
I agree. Yeah.
And what was interesting was, if memory serves, this particular performance was for a German audience.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they weren't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't getting the lyrics either.
Yeah.
Right. So they just had to.
And it looked like everybody was having fun except for the one lady.
Yeah, but when it can't be helped. But right. Of bananas.
I know. Yeah. So we try and do a bunch of different stuff on the channel. So I know a bunch of like Elvis fans and MJ fans and people like subscribe for those things. Hopefully you're sticking around to see these too, because I like hearing new music that I never heard before. But if you have suggestions for anything that you want to hear from us, or have us react to or whatever, we'll do our best to get to it. Just drop it in the comments. We do shoot reactions very far in advance. So if you leave a suggestion for something, if myself or Lauren reply and say, hey, we'll put it on the list, I assure you it's coming. It will just sometimes be further because of copyright issues and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, if you would please just drop a comment, let us know what you think of this song, or if you have suggestions for us. Dropping a like on the video always helps us out as well. That's Lauren. My name is Russ. Thank you so much for watching.